All right, so Tyler, for our viewers who don't know who you are out there, do you want to just mention your name and what you do for a living?
Absolutely. So my name is Tyler Peters. I'm the owner of West Street Jet Ski Rental, San Diego's highest rated water sport adventure. Basically, we take care of all the high-end stuff, jet skis, stand paddleboards, kayaks, paddle boats, water jetpack stuff, things like that. So we do a lot of fun sports out there.
Cool. So you're kind of the adrenaline type demographic.
Absolutely.
Would you say it's kind of go-getters, want to be outdoors and have fun?
Yeah, exactly. So if they're looking to go 65 miles an hour on the water, or they're looking to fly 50 feet above the water, or they want to go take a nice scenic, paddleboard or things like that, that's basically what we do.
Cool. Awesome. So you actually just recently purchased our business location from our corporation, our LLC. Can you tell me a little about how that worked out for you? I know you bought the rights to the location, and you're operating all of our paddle sports here. All of our walk-up traffic this next summer will come your direction. And we still have the website online promoting Lyfe for you, and a whole team of staff actually promoting it and still doing all the social stuff. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about how that works, where they can they find you in just one place, or tell them a little how that works and what we set up?
Yeah, so that was a great addition to us. That opened up the door to offer basically paddleboards and kayaks and the non-motorized things, the things that people like to come and just get on and have fun, enjoy with the family and things like that. So that was a good addition to us, and they can find it at the same location over at Cabrillo Island Marina. They can also go to CaliforniaPaddleboardTours.com and can do stuff from there.
Cool. And as far as I've checked in last, it looks like we've actually got all your products on California Paddleboard Tours. So there's actually another avenue you could even rent a jet ski from now in San Diego. If you guys want to go to CaliforniaPaddleboardTours.com or Luxury Jet Ski Rentals, you can get a jet ski in either of those places and add your paddle sports in with.
Absolutely, yeah. You can get anything you'd like from there. So anything to get you on the water, you can go on one of those websites.
Cool. And just taking things aside from what we do for a living, always talking about work, let's talk about why we do what we do. In the ocean itself. The ocean is a magically amazing thing. Can you tell me what it's like for you to arrive to work in the morning and come down to be on the water? Is it the same as walking into an office or walking into a corporate building to work for a company?
I'd like to say it's the exact opposite of that. So I'm out here and they say, I've never been to an ocean, I've never been on the water, I've never jet skied, I've never done all these type of things, and they go out and they have fun. Like, we don't have customers that come back sad or upset or anything like that.
That's awesome. I love that you mentioned that, 'cause I think it's actually a large part of why all of us do what we do. We like showing people what our dream life is, which is spending our time on the water.
Exactly.
And when people do, they leave with this euphoria and this happiness. And when they're done with the sailing tour with us, they're stoked. And when I used to take people on the paddleboard tours before we sold it to you, it would be a really fun experience taking people out, renting them boards because they're doing something they've usually never done, and they're enjoying the water, which is what we're most passionate about, is enjoying the water, and we like to seize life. Reach out there and grab it because the sea is life.
Exactly.
Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like on the water and seeing the water? Are there ever any contaminants or pollutants, or is it mostly pretty clean here where you can see?
Oh, totally. There's a lot out there, a lot of things that people don't really see or even think of. I know my biggest thing that a lot of people don't really notice is the number one thing I see in the ocean are balloons. We all, the kids, whoever have balloons, they let them go, things like that. And then I go jet ski out into the ocean looking for dolphins, and the first thing I see is 10 balloons, 15 balloons, packs of balloons. Not only that, you see a lot of other trash out there like cigarette butts and people that just look like they just left things or something came off, they don't care, cups, beer cans, things like that, So we do our best as well, and we notice our customers also, when they come back, they say, hey, I found this trash in the ocean. And we're always like, oh, thank you for that, we appreciate it.
So you see your own customers actually caring enough to stop their jet ski tour, which
exactly
they've paid to enjoy, and that's their time. They'll actually stop and grab trash from the sea and bring it back with them.
Thankfully, we have big storages on the skis, so they can put a lot of stuff. We've had some weird things come back, footballs. I had a whole chair come back.
So I could bring a towel and some flip-flops and go pull up at the beach, relax for a while, get back on my ski.
Exactly, yeah. You could just bring everything, and if anything you find out there, you can bring back too. So yeah, somebody last week brought a whole chair back. They said I found a chair.
That's hilarious.
So, there's a lot of trash in there, unfortunately, which is always damaging our oceans.
Yeah, I think a lot of the unfortunate correlation comes between we create all this really, I'm just dragging for another word, but badass stuff that humans create. We've made something the size of a motorcycle that's wrapped in fiberglass with a crazy engine that goes 65 miles an hour and takes you across the water, and you rent these out because we're human beings that can create these.
Exactly.
And there's a lot that we do that's awesome, and a lot that does have an unfortunate consequence for the environment.
Yeah.
What are some of the other cool things you've seen on the water that humans have created?
Yeah, well, the other thing, the flyboarding is definitely something crazy.
Flyboarding. Hey,
Yeah.
could you define that real fast for our
Yeah,
audience? I feel
so-
like half the people watch this and be like, "What the heck
Yeah,
is
so-
flyboard?"
Typically, that's the term, is what it's called in the industry as flyboarding, but as soon as I tell people that, I just say water jetpack, and they understand a lot better that
Okay.
way. But basically, us humans were able to, the guy that designed it thought, all this jet coming from the back of a jet ski, what if we reroute that somewhere else? What can we do with it? So he attached it to what is kind of sort of a fire hose that comes up through a board and out your feet, and basically can allow you to fly up to, there's different
It's
levels.
like Jetsons or something, like some Back to the
Exactly,
Future stuff. You're
exactly.
flying in the air on a board.
Yeah, and
Literally.
I've seen people fly 90 feet up in the air, which is crazy. And it hurts a lot when you fall, but it's crazy. So that's one thing that, we've created out there on the water. Things that how often do you get to fly, basically?
I haven't flown that many times. I've had a lot of flying dreams.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid to look up what that means, but never in real life.
Yeah. So, if you're ever curious and you want to fly 90 feet up in the air above the water, so that way if you do fall, you can land on nice soft water.
I tried it out once just for a few minutes. I don't think I went over 30 feet, and every time I tried to do a backflip, my head connected with the water before my feet did.
That's typically what would happen. But, at least you had fun though, and you survived to tell the tales.
It was actually amazing. I had an awesome
Exactly.
experience. It was something I didn't know about, which I think our viewers will find really interesting, that they can find that with your organization, and they can rent those from you guys. And
Yeah.
you actually do the training yourself, right?
Yeah.
You teach people how to use them?
Exactly. So we don't just strap them in and throw them out there. They're going to be one-on-one with an instructor that's always there with them during the flights. That way they could basically learn all the skills it takes to do, which it looks a lot harder than it is. It only takes about 5 minutes to get up, and the rest of the time you're flying and having fun and learning tricks and things like that. But someone's always out there with them, so that way it's safe and that way they're not out of their comfort levels.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for talking with us, Tyler. We've been here with Tyler Peters, guys. This is Kyle Corp and Seas Life, ReduceImpact.org, and San Diego Sailing Tours. Talking a little bit about our other brand, California Paddleboard Tours. As you probably noticed, we managed a few different brands on water sports here, and Tyler's just talking to us a little about what it's like for him to rent paddle sports here. And if you guys are in San Diego, you want to come out and rent a board, you can rent a board or kayaks as well.
Yep.
And you can go out with Tyler if you guys want a jet ski. And as I understand, these are combinable items. You can have a family come and a couple people do one activity and the others do the other.
Oh yeah, we get families, corporate events, parties, things like that, and they do everything. Some people stay all day and just go through everything that we have. So.
Awesome. And,
don't
I
have
really
to
like the
be there.
home vibe you guys have. I've seen you here with your gal a few times, and I noticed you bring another member that doesn't walk on 2 feet with you to work every now and then.
Yeah. No, I bring my dog. He's a yellow lab, and he has a great life out here as well. He goes jet skiing. He goes on boats. He's been flyboarding.
And what was
goes
his name?
flyboarding. His name is Cosmo. So we just hold him and fly with him up in the air. So he has a good life as well.
That's it. Guys, if you want to meet Cosmo and Tyler himself here, you can come check us out at CaliforniaPaddleboardTours.com or Luxury Jet Ski Rentals. Am I saying it right? LuxuryJetSkiRentals.com?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for viewing, and we'll see you out on the water.